Welcome or tervetuloa to these brief information sessions about the master program on Epidemiology and Biomedical Data Science here at the University of Oulu. My name is Núria. I am an Education and Globalization master student here at the University of Oulu as well. And today I will be your host for this brief discussion with Sylvain and Yipa. And would you mind introducing yourself and explaining to us what role do you have in the Epidemiology Master Program?
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name is Sylvain Sebert. I'm the Program Director of the Masters of Epidemiology and Biomedical Data Science at the Faculty of Medicine in the University of Oulu, and I'm also a Professor of Life Course Epidemiology at the Research Unit of Population Health.
Hi Núria, my name is Yipaerguli Mohetaer, but please call me Ipara, and I'm from China. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in preventive medicine, and this is my second year at the University of Oulu.
Great, it's very nice to meet you and to have you here. And now I'm going to start with asking you, Ipara, about how did you first come across this master program? And if you could share a bit more of like your first opinions.
Yeah. Well, I saw a senior student shared her study and life experience in Finland on the internet. So I reached out to her and had chatted with her for a couple of times, tried to get firsthand information. Then I searched master's program on the official website, study info, according to my background. Then I found this program and I was really interested in it because I always wanted to study more about epidemiological methods and statistics.
That's great. And I think that will also be great advice for students who are interested in these masters.
Yeah.
And it's always great to get first-hand information. I wanted to ask you also about how your process of application was and what are the main requirements for this program.
First of all, educational background does matter in terms of applying for this program. Basically, holding a degree in life or health science, such as biology, public health, medicine, is the key to be competent for the future study, as far as I know. And there are some other specific requirements and some are country specific. But in general, we were required to submit a resume, a motivation letter, and some other academic documents such as transcripts, degree certificate, etc. As for grades and internships, I believe my hard work during bachelor's had paid off and enabled me to be selected for the phase 1. Then I was invited to the interview. I remember how happy I was at that time because it was a great success for me, even though I was pretty nervous during the whole interview.
Yeah, I can relate to that. And now, Sylvain, could you add some more to this and tell us what the faculty is looking for in this application process for new students?
Yes, absolutely. Well, just totally relate to what you said. We are looking for students who are passionate, as Ipara was, and curious. So the aim of the master program is to educate both in epidemiology and data science. So we are looking for students with good knowledge in health, so public health or epidemiology background, also medical students. And also on the other side, we look for people who are also interested and have knowledge in handling data and doing a bit of statistics or other type of mathematical modeling. What is also very important to stress about is we want it to be an international master program and to include many culture, because health is really multicultural, and to have the opportunity to exchange about the differences between country-specific program was really important for us as well.
Yes, diversity and multiculturality is always enriching for a master program. I wanted to now ask you specifically about the structure of the program. So if you could talk to us a bit about the courses, internship, master thesis, and how they all come together and connect to achieve the goals and logic behind the program.
Okay, so the master program is an international master program that we run in 2 years. So the structure is, as we said, so it's epidemiology and biomedical data science. So we want to combine both theories in epidemiology and public health to the theory and the practical of handling and analyzing data. So there is about half and half of the modules that are for epidemiology and public health and for data and data management. Then we indeed have a large part. The program is really research oriented. So we have and we offer 6 to 9 months master's thesis project, usually in research unit at the Faculty of Medicine or biochemistry. And also the students are often offer the opportunity of internship optional, for example, either back in some of their own countries or in some companies around in Oulu.
Okay, that sounds great. And now, Yipa, I wanted to ask you, how do you value this as a part of the master program? The fact that you have like freedom to shape your study path according to your own interest. Would you explain to us a bit more about that?
As Sylvain said, the structure is like that, and the part I like is that we have the option of select the optional courses. So this part enables us to learn new things and develop new skills according to our needs and interests. And basically, we can make decisions during structuring our personal study plans, but we can also choose optional courses during every registration period. So as for me, I really like to learn Finnish language, so I've been constantly choosing Finnish courses as my optional studies. I think it is like a very helpful structure for us in order to develop more.
Yeah, that does sound great. I wanted to also ask you about what do you think in your background has helped you being as a successful both applicant and student in this master program, and if you could give some advice to interested students.
As I mentioned earlier, I studied preventive medicine in my home country, and I think I have developed certain scientific and study skills through various courses and internships during those years. And apart from medical courses, I really enjoyed health subjects such as epidemiology and medical statistics. So I think those helped me to be able to keep up with my current study with little struggle and always feel passionate about what I am learning right now.
Yeah. I think that's also a great advice for interested students to also keep in mind. And Sylvain, I wanted to now shift the focus of the conversation a bit and ask you about work life after graduating for this master's program. So what path do students take typically after graduation?
So this is so as you know, this is the first year that we are teaching and educating for this master program. So this is really sort of designed by people who are passionate about research. So we are really trying to train for opportunity to continue as PhD in epidemiology or in statistics or data science, but also there is also opportunity to continue in public health, either in in Finland or NGOs, or also people can easily bring back this in their own countries where there is not so much opportunity for a master program as well.
Great. And finally, could you tell us what are you thinking about life after graduation, if you have any plans in mind?
Well, currently I've been thinking about continuing my study as a PhD student. Yeah, that's my plan now.
The best of luck with that, and I'm sure it will be great. Now, this is the end of our conversation, and thank you so much to both of you for being here and telling us your experience in this master program. Just a quick reminder for interested applicants, the applications for the Epidemiology Master's program will open and close in January, so keep an eye out for that, and thank you both again. It was great having you here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.